Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we've got something a little different. We're going to be looking through a book, but it's not a book about comic books. It's about one of my other biggest passions in life, Dolly Parton. So let's get right into it. Okay, so 2020 is going to definitely go down as a year to remember, and not in the best ways. But Dolly Parton was a bright light in 2020, as she is in every other year for many reasons. But not only did she put $1 million towards the vaccine that we so desperately need, so selflessly, while other people, other celebrities like, I don't know, Ellen DeGeneres, was broadcasting from her $25 million mansion, saying it felt like she was in prison. Well, Dolly is not that person. I love Dolly Parton. Fell in love with her when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, because I'm so Southern. And 9 to 5 was the first 45 I ever owned. And anyway, the other gift that Dolly Parton has given us in 2020, beside that amazing feel-good Christmas special with those beautiful songs that brought me to tears, because I just love my Dolly. Anyway, okay, I'm cleaning out, forgive me. But so she came out with this great book, Dolly Parton, Songteller, her life and lyrics. And obviously a book like this is a lifetime in the making, but it's so great. And this is really the first time I'm looking at it. So, but it talks about, how sweet she looks. I just love Dolly. This is such a great book. It's huge. I love the font and the design. Hats off to the graphic designer. It's a nice introduction by Dolly. So this is going to be a retrospective of her entire career, and she's telling stories about her songs and the inspiration for them, and her coat of many colors. Is that the real coat of many colors? My gosh, everyone knows that story by now because it's a movie on TV. How sweet, a young Dolly Parton, little blondie. I love that guitar. She is such a talented woman. I mean, not only is she a singer, songwriter, but she plays like so many instruments. Like, she obviously just came from a musical family. I guess they were so poor in that Tennessee mountain home that perhaps music was something inexpensive that they could all enjoy. But she seems like a very grateful person. You know, I followed her all throughout her career, and she's just one of those types of people who just makes you feel good, and she just can always cheer you up, and she's just Dolly Parton. There's no one else like her. What is that? This is her first paycheck for $10. I don't know. That's her. Is that her husband? No, I don't think it is. That's her husband, the one she's getting married to. Oh, maybe it is. Or he was good looking. I haven't seen him in a few years. He doesn't stay in the limelight too much. I love all these great photos. She has such a great smile. She always looks so happy, and she makes everybody else happy. It's very impressive, all the amount of songs that she's written. Her husband, Carl Dean. I love all the old album covers, like how dramatic. It looks like a movie poster for Gone with the Wind or something. Just because I'm a woman. Oh, I love that. These are so great. All these old pictures. Porter Wayne and Dolly Rebecca. Porter Wagner was like, she was on the Porter Wagner show in the beginning, and they drifted apart, and she needed to go out and strike out on her own because she was the talent of those two, really. And when he let her go, and she wrote that song, I Will Always Love You, about him. So it was a different kind of love, since they weren't really lovers, and she was married at the time, and I don't think there were any shenanigans with him. But she said that Whitney Houston covering I Will Always Love You is the best thing that ever happened to her, because she made so much money off of that, and she totally deserves it because it's one of my favorite songs ever. And she had a #1 with it, and then which I think Usually with Dolly, I don't like covers because nobody can sing them like she did. But especially when you've written your own song. But I think definitely, what do you call it? Whitney Houston's version is just next level, ethereal. You can't take away from it. So here's the lyrics to Jolene. I think she tells the story. 1973, that was quite some time ago. Such a great song. A lot of the younger artists that's like their favorite song. They resonate with that so much. And I Will Always Love You. So anyway, I didn't read it yet, but she told the story that she kept all her songs on cassette tapes, and she discovered that she must have written Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the same day, and she should have bought a freaking lottery ticket while she was at it, because that was the best day ever, writing two of the biggest songs of her career back to back like that. That guitar's gotten some use. It's funny, I'm still waiting for the big Dolly Parton disco album that they've been threatening. And I mean, look what Cher did with Believe. I mean, we need this, Dolly. If somebody's listening who can make it happen, make it happen. I know they keep saying it's going to happen, and we've gotten a couple, teases or dance mix of Two Doors Down and whatnot, but I want like a full on, like, why not team up Lady Gaga and Dolly Parton? I mean, I think Gaga could guide her into crazy dance song success. Not that she needs anyone else. She's frickin' Dolly Parton. And she is such a great songwriter. I mean, that's definitely her. She's like one of the best storytellers of our time. I think that, oh, how cute. She should have been Cheetah in WW84. Oh my God, that would have been so awesome. She was so good in 9 to 5, but that would have been great. They could have, CGI'd her action scenes a little bit. I mean, hell, Linda Carter was in it, wasn't she? I think she's a little older than Linda, but that would have been awesome. What a great dress. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Like some blue silky. I love the detail in the collar. Dolly has so many great looks. What does she always say? It's expensive. It takes a lot of money to look so cheap. I wonder what that says about me as a little boy. Looking up to this blonde with big boobs and crazy makeup and beautiful outfits, and I don't know why I said crazy. What a great picture there. She's so pretty. I think it's funny because usually when a woman is this glammed up, you're always going to find a really pretty lady under her too, because especially with a heart like hers, as I point to her boob. I didn't mean to do that. But this is a great, great book. They should just take pictures like this. Oh my God, I love this blouse. Like, it's so random. Oh, look at the butterflies. Love loves like a butterfly. I promise I'll try not to sing too much. Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton. Lifelong friends, I think. But who doesn't love Dolly? Who is that? That's Mac Davis. I thought it was someone else. She looks so pretty. Dolly Parton's one of those people who just, has such a great spirit, has such a great soul. I think she can really bring people together. I think that I've never heard one person say anything bad about Dolly Parton. Oh my God, the holy grail of Dolly Parton. Could you imagine just coming over to my house and I have this in the corner, the Dolly Parton pinball machine? How great is that? I think that was a true sign that you made it in the 70s, if you had a pinball machine made after you. So they carry over into the 80s, I can't remember. 9 to 5. That was her first movie. I totally feel she stole it from under Lily and Jane, although she didn't really, but she just, she held her own and was so great. I used to do a rap version of 9 to 5. I'll never do it again because it was terrible and I can't rap, but I just love the song so much that I think that's one of the few songs in the world that I know all the words to. It's such a great power anthem. Anyways, supposedly she showed up to the set and just like knew all her lines and knew everyone else's lines and was so professional. And then she had that little thing with Sylvester Stallone. They had a movie together, Rhinestone. I wish she would have done more films. I don't think it's too late. I'm glad to see like she's doing these like films based on her life and she'll make appearances in them. But I definitely, and Straight Talk, I don't think that was much of a success. But she did like The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Steel Magnolias. I mean, she definitely should still be in every single movie they make. But that's not going to happen, so I would like to see something else. I mean, we're supposed to be getting the 9 to 5 sequel, but they can't even get Dolly as a guest appearance on Frankie and Grace with Lily and Jane, so I don't see how a whole freaking movie is going to happen, but let's pray for it, people. It's a bejeweled, studded guitar. Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette. What a great career she's had. What would the world be without Dolly Parton? She's one of the shining lights of our lifetime. A national treasure. You know, they say that a lot about people, but she truly is a national treasure. So let's get that disco album going, Dolly. What a great outfit. She has some pretty iconic looks throughout the years. It's so funny too, like I can't stress how beautiful I think she is just because I think so much is put on the bells and whistles of what makes up her look, and just underneath it all, she's beautiful. Just, I love that. I love that. You know, she's obviously such a great songwriter, and I think she really takes it seriously. My other favorite songwriter of our generation is Stevie Nicks, and I think they're similar in the fact that they can just both tell such a story in their own experience that evokes so much empathy and relation to you. I love that picture. Oh, the Dolly doll. I mean, by today's standards, that's not the best looking doll on the planet, but I want that like yesterday. That needs to be in my collection. So lots of great, I don't know if all, I mean, she's written thousands and thousands of songs, so there's no way that Backwoods Barbie. That's fun. Her and her, oh, what a great picture there. You know, she's had a lot of great collaborations over the years with like Kenny Rogers and her trio with Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt. You know, and she just came out with this Christmas album with some good duets on it. So I think that would be fun to do a whole duet album. I mean, I think the line would be pretty long for people who would be willing to and wanting to 9 to 5 when it was on Broadway. I think Dolly must have written a playbook for it, or the music or whatever. Talking in technical terms, I don't really know that much about. Oh boy, why is she wearing a mask? It's When Life is Good Again. Oh, I didn't realize. Boy, they must have just like hot off the presses, eh? I love her nails. Could you imagine playing a guitar? Much less doing anything else with those crazy nails. But she's made them part of her instrument, and that's how Dolly rolls. It's just the index here, and that was the long end of this long, gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful Dolly Parton coffee table book. Great picture on the cover back there. Look at that teeny little waist. Such a beautiful woman. I love Dolly Parton, and you should too. I know you do. But thanks for taking a minute to look through this great book with me, and there's lots of great stories and insight in here. If you get a chance to ever read it or pick it up or look for it, I highly recommend it. So please, as usual, hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I could use the support, and I appreciate it, and I thank you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.